shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the ground, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's back. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a great play. He gets the pick 6, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He might want another play. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's back. Catch in the middle. It's Marion. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is. When the defense gets that stop on 3rd down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for once.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Running to Green. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the
offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right on the money. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They're working that left side. Got room at the 35. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Lofts one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Marriott. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That's caught. It's Marriott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy...
Oh, he's got some space. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The sure hands. It's Stribling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Floating away. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's dribbling. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it up. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Pressure coming, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes. At the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they're not on the same page there.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 31, Miami 13.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Pulled and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
They'll run play action. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Trying to get it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 38 over Washington State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Marion. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. to the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's right.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep
turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to him again. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be,